Welcome to week one of the Philadelphia Eagles 2012 season. We're going to make this kind of quick, but we have some expectations for the season and we have expectations for today against the Cleveland Browns. Now, yeah, we're in my basement now. I moved out of Center City, but so I'm not going to say no more Broad Street videos. We'll get to those. But week one, we're going to start right in the basement where we kind of felt like we were last year as a team. So last year we finished 8-8. As you know, I didn't expect us to finish 8-8, and I thought there was a potential outside possibility to making the playoffs. And if we would have done that, there's nothing that says we couldn't have made the same run that the Giants did to end up winning the Super Bowl, which who would have predicted that? But this year a lot of things happened. Of course, Andy Reid's son died. That's not cool. That's not good. So prayers and thoughts going out to your family. Jeffrey Lurie came out and said 8-8 is not acceptable. Now, you don't know if that's just something he said to fire up some of the fans, know that things aren't acceptable, or if that's really true, if this is Andy Reid's last season, if we don't go really far or win the whole thing. And then we just have all the weapons that we have. I mean, we're not even talking about Cleveland yet. We're talking about Michael Vick. We're talking about Deshaun Jackson getting his contract. LaShawn McCoy, Macklin, Selig. I mean, the list goes on and on. We have our defensive side where we get DeMeco Ryans, the leader of Houston, the Houston Texans. We get him. We have Babin back. We have Trent Cole, Rogers Cromartie, and Asamoah on corners instead of trying this other stuff and trying to put them back as corners, have them be effective. Only weak spots that I see with the Eagles right now, and you know, you can kind of get around it, is the offensive line in some points, but that's kind of because of who's quarterback, I believe, and safety position. And I still think a little bit of linebacker. They want to do linebacker cut by committee. I don't know, we'll see. But without making this too long, I'm going to say something pretty crazy, and I like to go on record to do so. And that's one reason why I do this video. This is the first season I'm not scared about our starting quarterback getting injured. Now, don't get it wrong, I was a McNabb fan. I'm a Vic fan. I'm very much a Vic fan. But for some reason, I really believe that Nick Foles is the real deal. I think he has some of the tools that we've been looking for a long, long time. And I think he actually fits better into Andy Reid's system of what he wants from a quarterback than any other quarterback he's ever had. And the thing that I'm going to say is kind of crazy, but I actually believe is really true, is that the Eagles' first Super Bowl victory is going to come with Nick Foles being the starting quarterback. I truly believe that, so I'm actually saying it. It might blow up in my face later. You can replay this video back to me. I get it, but I believe something's going to happen. I mean, Vic hasn't been able to be healthy for more than 6 plays each preseason game. I think I don't think Trent Edwards is the answer. I think he's a great third-string quarterback, but third-string quarterbacks very rarely take you to the Super Bowl and win. And there's a reason why he wasn't in the league last year. So I truly believe something's going to happen to Vic. Nick Foles is going to step in, and I think he's going to do like a Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady kind of thing, where he's just going to get on a roll. And we're going to stay on that roll, and I think we're going to do great. That being said, if Vic stays healthy, I think we have these ridiculous tools to just destroy people offensively. And I actually like Bryce Brown as well as running back. So I think he's a hard bruiser, kind of like a Brandon Jacobs kind of runner. He sweeps a lot, so just go up the middle. But that's my Eagles, and that goes for a lot of the season. So we don't have to recap every player this season. But today we're going against the Cleveland Browns, and I can't say too much about the Cleveland Browns because if you really look at the lineup, it looks like a bunch of ex-Eagles. I mean, you got Sheldon Brown. Hey, you're one of my favorites here. I love the hit against Reggie Bush. That was great. But he's an older player. He can still play, but he might get burnt, by like our 5th-string wide receiver. Okay, you got Chris Gokhan. I don't know if he's going to be playing today. Demetri Patterson. Tom Hickert. I mean, from top to bottom, you have the Cleveland Browns that's taken a lot from us and trying to, I don't know, like make their own team out of it. It's almost like how in baseball the Phillies have the Houston Astros. Well, in football the Eagles have the Cleveland Browns. So I truly believe it should be a blowout today. You can't take anybody lightly, and Cleveland actually had really good defense last year and kept them in the games. This is their offense thing, which means our defense has to get after them and create turnovers and score whatever they need to do to make sure that our offense isn't trying to squeak by the Cleveland Browns. So I'm going to call today as a big opener, and Vic silences a lot of the critics just with his abilities, and we destroy Cleveland 42-17. Now, as you know me, I'm not going to predict any time that the Eagles are going to lose. I think any given Sunday, any team can win, and I just think my team has the possibility to win every week. So I never give up. I don't care of the whole, it's not realistic, where I don't care. That's just me. But I truly believe in a landslide. I don't think it's going to be close. I think the Eagles are going to destroy the Cleveland Browns. And you know what? We might do other videos other places and go around the city or whatever, but this week we're going to stay at home. We're going to stay at home this week, and we're just going to root for the Eagles at home with the family. And let's see where this road takes us this year. Hopefully it takes us to the Super Bowl, a Super Bowl victory, and gives us a parade on Broad Street. So let's give it up for the Birds, man. Week 1, 2012, let's go Birds, baby. Yes.
Fly